folks, it's my hope that this video finds you well. Welcome to the spot on. And of course, today marks the very first day since the opposition declared countrywide, demonstration against the government. Yesterday they talked about, various measures, picketing, moving into various government offices, among many other ways that they talked about that they wanted to use to ensure that or force government, to do whatever they want to do. And as a result of that particular declaration, you've seen, demonstration in some parts of the country. For instance, we've seen in Kisumu County, we've seen a section of residents in Vihiga County, just trying to echo their voice concerning the high cost of living. And folks, and today I want us to look at something very, very interesting. I want us to look at how Raila Odinga has actually, how he managed to fix William Ruto. And on this particular video, we're also going to look at what William Ruto can actually do, or what William Ruto must do to salvage himself out of this particular situation. So folks, if you are on this channel for the very first time, kindly can you just take 2 seconds of your time and subscribe to the channel. Your subscription is coming along because it's going to make the channel grow. Then secondly, don't forget to like the video, because that particular like is going to make the video to reach out to as many people as possible. And to those of you who have subscribed, by the way, thank you so much guys for your continued support. This particular channel could have not reached where it is right now without your support. Now back to our story. Folks, Raila Odinga and the opposition coalition, they have managed to fix William Ruto. Why? Because of the issues that they raised, the issues that they talked about. These particular issues are affecting Kenyans. They are affecting Kenyans directly. These are issues that are so dear to their heart. And the way I did opine on this channel in one of my videos, I did say that whoever will come out strongly and address the issues that are affecting Kenyans, and push for their agenda, it was very likely that Kenyans were going, to give that particular person, the support that they need to continue fighting for them. Because majority, when the Kenya Kwanza administration came into office, they rode into office, with a lot of expectation. People were expecting from them. But unfortunately, after 6 months, 7 months down the line, most people are complaining of high cost of living, among many other issues that they felt that this particular government were going to tackle to at least make sure that their life actually, is manageable. However, that's not true. So as a result of all these particular, issues, the opposition, they managed, to work their way out to ensure that they fix William Ruto. Why am I saying so? I'm saying so because of the issues that they raised, that they wanted the government, to address. Folks, when you look at these particular issues, some of them, honestly, it might take time, for them to be achieved, and that's why I'm saying that he's in a fix. But Kenyans believe that, or it will depend on how the opposition, advances the agenda, because like the issue of for example, the issue of high cost of living, maybe it needs some long-term goal. However, there are some things that they can that the government can do actually to have that short-term impact, at least salvage the situation. So, folks, when you look at the issues that the opposition raised, those particular issues they can be worked out. They can work out of them, and though they can sort them out. But now, when they are sorted out, it's the government that is going to fill the page. That's why I'm saying that William Ruto is in a fix. So, folks, What are the issues that the opposition raised? Number one, they talked about over-taxation. And of course, over-taxation, you've seen it everywhere. The prices of basic commodities, they have skyrocketed. So over-taxation, it's there. You've even seen when you're paying for tokens, it's actually there. So the opposition are arguing out that over-taxation is making investors to run away. It's a way of forcing investors to go outside the country, and also making families to be more poor, or to become poorer. Folks, we know of the impact of these investors when they decide to pump their money or their finance into our economy. It's going to make the economy grow. One, it's going to make the economy stable. Number three, it's also going to create employment, is going to create jobs for many, many citizens. So the opposition are accusing William Ruto that, you know what, by overtaxation, you are forcing these investors to run away. So what is the best way to make to ensure that investors come back into the country? Number one is to ensure that overtaxation is not there, or people are not overtaxed. For instance, when you look at electricity, our electricity is very expensive. And when investors they realize that they cannot cope in our economy, what they'll definitely do is they'll move to other areas. For example, they'll go to neighboring countries and set up their companies there. So it means that we'll have lost, you know, we'll have lost job opportunities. Folks, they have also talked about high cost of living, and they have accused William Ruto of, the high cost of living being resulted, or as a result, or is coming as a result of the removal of all the scrapping of those subsidies. Remember that in the fourth administration, we had various subsidies on various programs. For example, we had subsidies on fuel, unga, just to mention but a few. But you realize that these particular subsidies, they are no longer there. They had been removed by the fifth administration, or the current administration of William Ruto. The opposition are demanding that these particular subsidies they have to be reduced. On the other end, the government feels that if these subsidies are reintroduced, then they are going to feel the pinch, and that's why they don't want to reintroduce them. That's another fix. Folks, another reason as to I'm saying that Ruto has been fixed, uh, based on what the opposition had accused him of, is the issue of reconstitution of IEBC. William Ruto feels that, or the other day they made some changes in they made some amendments, and he was given that particular authority to appoint those who will be able to be appoint or select those people who are going to serve, or new commissioners of the IEBC. The opposition are feeling that if that particular job is left to William Ruto alone, he's likely going to elect, or is likely going to select individuals who are going to serve interest and not the interest of the country. That's why they are saying that that particular attempt will not be allowed to proceed. That's another fix, because many people are now waiting to find out, or to see if maybe William Ruto will recall those particular people that he had, the people that are already in office and working towards that particular process, or continue, or heed to, the demands of the opposition. That's another fix. Another reason as to I'm saying that William Ruto has also been fixed, because he has also been accused of allowing the importation of GMOs. They had banned the importation of GMOs, into the country. But when this particular administration, when they got into office, you know what they did? They lifted that particular ban, and that one gave room, for them to import these particular GMOs. The opposition is accusing William Ruto or the Kenya Kwanza administration that they did lift that ban, to advance the interest of multinational corporation, or individuals outside the country. But this particular government is actually wants to advance that particular agenda, because maybe the government is arguing out that because of maybe the shortage of food and all that, that's why they want to do that particular importation. But now the opposition is asking why only GMOs. They are responding and saying that The reason as to why they want to import GMOs is to advance agendas, some secret agendas that in the long run they also benefit on them or in them. So that's another fix. We want to see maybe if it's going to cut that particular link or just proceed with the importation of GMOs. Another issue that makes Ruto to be in a fix is he has been accused of nepotism. Nepotism whereby is the appointment is not based on merit. The appointment is based on someone's ethnicity, someone's tribe. He has been accused of that because to the best of my knowledge, maybe the government, William Ruto, is actually rewarding his cronies, the people maybe who held in campaign, at the expense of other Kenyans. Because I remember that everybody is paying tax, but when it comes to the appointment of these particular jobs, you realize that the jobs are maybe or are just maybe being directed to a certain crop of people. That's why the opposition is accusing him of nepotism. So the question is he going to continue in that particular direction or is going to, heed to the calls of the opposition and back off from that particular direction? Folks, it's just a matter of time because, and also this is also going to depend with the pressure that the opposition is going to mount. You've seen the opposition today. They were in Migori County, and whatever they were telling the residents of Migori County, they were just trying to sensitize them on these particular issues and why they have taken the course that they are taking. And actually, that's what they are doing. So it's a matter of time if these particular supporters are going to heed to the calls of the opposition and do exactly what they want, what they expect them to do. Because, folks, honestly, no government, they have said, I did say it, not once, not twice, that no government will sit down pretty, knowing that, people are not working, people are demonstrating because I remember that at the end of the day, they need that particular tax to run the government. They need that particular tax to, pay the military. They need tax to run the government. And if these particular individuals are not willing to go to work and maybe just to demonstrate, I think, folks, that's something that is going to hurt uh, the Kenya Kwanza administration. So they must find a way out. And that now brings me to what, the second part of this particular topic, what William Ruto must do. Folks, the first thing that he has to do, uh, he has to create room for dialogue. Because remember something here, that he's dealing with an individual that one, a person that he cannot, he can't arrest because of that following. This particular person has got a huge following. He has got a cult following. Such kind of a person, it's not easy to arrest because if you arrest him, you know what the consequences are there, and you know very well that of course the country is going to react to that particular arrest. So that's a move that he cannot attempt. And that's why actually you saw him the other day appealing to the West actually to bar him from traveling outside the country, or to impose some sanctions on him, so at least he toned down on what he wants to or what he plans to do, by even labeling the Kenya Kwanza administration as legitimate. Such kind of issues. So that is the person that William Ruto is dealing with. So the question of arresting him will only worsen this the situation because I remember that he has got supporters across the country, and most likely is controlling half of the country. That's a person that you cannot avoid. So one of the things that President Ruto must, put in his to-do list is to engage in a dialogue. Dialogue is very, very important. And I was actually seeing a tweet that he once tweeted in 2018, congratulating the opposition or the current opposition leader right now and his former boss, that is the fourth president of the Republic of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, for that particular handshake. I'm not saying that they form that handshake because handshake is not good. What I'm saying is that they find a way to dialogue because the moment there's no dialogue, this country is bigger than us. People has to sit down and say that, okay, what do you want me to meet? What do you want me to do? So I think that's what they need to do. Or that is what William Ruto must do, because the reason I'm talking about the issue of dialogue. Remember yesterday when the opposition leader, when he was addressing his supporters and telling them what he plans or what they plan to do, he told them that on 20th of March, that is, I think it's a week or 2 weeks from now, or I think it's a week from now, they are going to converge in Nairobi here, and is going to give direction, further direction. Most likely, it can be loosely interpreted to maybe asking his supporters to march to State House, something that no any other regime could have wished maybe to happen to them. So um, to avoid all these particular things, I think the best way is to dialogue, and I think that's why Raila is giving that particular window. The rest of the remaining days from from today up to 20th is just to ensure that maybe he stirs up the country, he mobilizes the country, at least the country can have that particular mood, so that at least his supporters can feel that particular mood, so that at least when it gets to 20th, I think that they can now do what they want to do. Folks, I don't know what you think of this particular video. You can always let me know via the comment section. If you have watched this video from the beginning up to now, and remember to like and subscribe. Your subscription comes along or helps this particular channel to grow. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and let us meet in the next video. Thank you.